What's going on, YouTube? OG's Nitro RCs coming at you again from OG's Nitro Corner. Episode 56. And this would be what? Be a Thursday night? Yeah, be a Thursday night. How are you guys doing tonight? Good, I hope. I hope. Because I'll tell you what, it is a cold sumbitch here in Michigan today. It's been pretty much ground zero as far as the temperature goes. It's been 0 degrees and minus. So yeah, it's definitely a little chilly out there. You know, it's one of those cold to where the snow falls and it kind of gets all. Hold on, we turn the Brit down back here. Yeah, get the Brit back here running his mouth. But yeah, it's one of them colds to where the snow falls and it stays. It's all crunchy and crispy when you walk outside because it's just so cold that it ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's what we got going on here right now in the good old mitten state of Michigan. So anyway, and I did think about going out and running Grubby today. Grubby's fixed. Grubby's right here behind me on the floor. Grubby's got a brand new A-arm on him. That's all we broke running him through that hellathon. If you guys watched him running that 16 degrees of the day where I was launching him and banging him and beating him, and he just caught an ass whipping. He caught an ass whipping. I mean, to the point to where I'm going to attempt to fix the body. I'm going to, just because I'm cheap. I have 2 brand new bodies. I have, you know, I just don't want to give up on his body yet, because I can tape it and glue it and get it to hold together so it at least stays on him. You know, I can do that and preserve my new ones until next year. But yeah, lots of stuff gonna be happening here in the next. It was supposed to happen yesterday. No, supposed to happen tomorrow. My bad, guys. It was supposed to happen tomorrow, but according to the good old USPS postal system, which, you know, sucks ass, it's not happening. Now it's not gonna happen until Saturday. But yeah, I got some stuff coming in the mail. A lot of goodies, guys. A lot of goodies. Merry Christmas to me, basically. And yeah, so we'll be doing some mail call in the next few days. But anywho, what you see up here is my LX2E, the big E. And I had this out mucking around with it earlier. You know, I'm getting ready to tune the batteries up on it. Remember, these batteries are in storage mode. They're about dead. You know, they're kicked out pretty low right now, or just enough life in them to keep them going, you know, to keep them stable. And I'm running the hose in them, you know, 2S, 4S system, and yeah, and I know you got some stuff going on here. And let me tell you what, boys. Let me tell you what. Ain't no joke. No, you're not. Love this thing. Love it. I even contemplated selling it. Got a buddy of mine that wanted it. I got a buddy of mine that's played with all the little RC cars. You know, this 1800 kV fuse. Yeah, that's no joke, fellas. But and the Dynamite ESC, the Fuse ESC that came with it. Yeah, buddy. Let me tell you. But anyway, he's played with all the non-hobby grade RC cars, and he heard I had this one and had seen it, and I told him what you know what all it had. I said, "Oh, dude, it's got everything. It's got the shocks, it's got the differentials, it's got the gearing, it's got the Spectrum. What do I got in this? The S6100s. It's got the Spectrum S6100 servos in it. You know it. Yeah, and I have my Radio Link receiver in it. So yeah, reach over here and grab the gun. The old love gun, LX2E we're set on. Turn this puppy on. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Look at that speed, boys. Remember, these batteries are dead. He barely wants to run the fan. Battery's in storage mode. Look at that. See that? Wobbling that wheel makes that servo move. Look at that. Watch the wheel and the controllers. Yeah, that's fast. That's fast as shit. Just so you think these batteries are dead. Got it all turned down. That's reverse. Got reversed at about 25-30%, but forward. Yeah, forward's crazy. Over here blowing wind all over me. And these batteries are cooked. Like I said, they've been in storage mode for, oh shit, 5 months, 6 months since the last time I ran it at the lot. So yeah, you put a full charge on these bitches for us. Let it go. Let it eat. Look at that steering servo. Fast as hell. Fast as hell. Beautiful buggy. It's a beautiful 8-scale electric buggy. Piggybacked out. 4S system in it. I'll put a 6S in it because the gearing can handle a 6S easily. It's just 6S is too much for any track. It's too much for anything, really. It's too much to play with in the dirt. If you take this to the gravel, take it to a lot, the grass wouldn't be so bad on it. But to have this system with a 6S, 4S is bad enough. But you put a 6S in this and run it on any kind of dirt to where it's not getting a positive grab all the time, yeah, it's going to be unhandleable. You can't control it. So that's why they dial them down to the 4S's, guys. Even the pros don't run, oh, you got to have speed and power, 8S and 6S. No, they run 4S. You know, they race the lower stuff because they got to have control. You can't control these things. You know, they're violent on the loose dirt and stuff like that. But yeah, I just figured I'd leave this up here to start the video, a little conversation piece. We're 7 minutes in, you know, talk about how I love this thing and how it's and brakes, boy, and acceleration. Yeah, it's nasty, guys. It's nasty. With dead batteries, it's nasty. It'll probably do 30 plus mile an hour now with some dead batteries. But I just figured I'd leave it out for a second and talk about it because I like it. I mean, yeah. OG's Nitro RCs is the name of the channel. My handle used to be, until I changed it because it gets confusing for some people, which is the only reason why I changed it, but my handle is the original Nitro Rat because I am the OG Nitro Rat from State Line RC in Indiana. Kevin actually made a license plate for me that had that on it. So I'm the original Nitro Rat, and when I race on the rug, I'm the Rug Rat. So Nitro is definitely my number one jam, but at the same time, I'll play with electric all day long too. Yes, I will. I will at all. It's like when Rinks was talking about in his last video, how he's a carpet racer. He loves carpet. Exactly. I'm looking at the mini Bs. I'm looking at the mini Cs. I'm looking at all these little cheap, little bitty tiny cars, you know, that you can get on A-Main for $50, 70, 80 bucks, $170 gets you a good one. You know, I'm looking at these 50th scales, 24 scales, 18 scales, 12 scales, you know, because these things are a blast, you know. And don't get me wrong. If I get a hair in my ass, I will buy the portable tracks that they sell for the $300 and $400. You know, where you lay out your own mat track to run your minis on. I will have that just so I can go play, you know. But this summer I plan on going to the sand pit, and if you guys get a chance, look up the sand pit in Litchfield, Michigan. It's 32 minutes away from me. That might be my new home this year, guys. I'll have to take a RC pup here into consideration, you know, if he can run around there or whatever, because he's not used to being left at home alone. And as much as I love my hobby, boys and girls, I'm not leaving my dog at home for, you know, 5, 6, 8 hours or whatever while I'm racing. And if I have to hit the old piggy bank and dig down and buy a trailer and rebuild my entire pit trailer like I had back in the day to haul back and forth to the tracks with me, so he has a place to stay and sleep all day long, you know, in between races and heats while I got him, and take him out and walk him around, well, cool. Then I'll go ahead and dive back into it, you know, balls deep, so to say. Pardon the expression, ladies, but you know, then I can get back into it full bore. But make no mistakes about it. My pup comes first, you know, and it'll always be that way. He has no choice. He's got to do whatever I do, and I'm not gonna put him through some kind of shit like that to where he's locked up and I'm gone, 6 or 8 hours out of the day, and he doesn't know what's going on. It won't be like that. Well, like I told you in one of my videos a while back, where he goes, I go, and where I go, he goes. That's just the way it is. But anywho, with all that waffling put aside, um, yeah, I love the electrics. I do, for this reason right here. Plug and play. This is it, guys. You don't get much easier than this. Solder on some D plugs, put a jumper in there, hook it up, and you go. You go and you have a blast. But I've been watching a lot, guys, of circle track racing today. And I did that a lot too back in the day with the 10 scales, the stadium trucks, the RC10s and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I got pictures of it up on my channel and my one short of the GoPro. Past pictures, you see drivers stands and an off-road that we were building down in Indiana, and then you see some of our trucks on the oval track. And yeah, that's what I love to do. And every time I watch Rinks, he doesn't know it, but we'll go ahead and give him another shout out in this video, guys. I don't want him getting a big head, but he doesn't realize how much he's inspiring me to get back to my true love of racing, and I'm not young enough with the reflexes and stuff like that to be probably competitive on an off-road track anymore. I mean, I'm still quick, but the eyes aren't there and the reflexes aren't quite there. I'm not going to hang with a young kid. They're a little faster, a little gamer. I can accept that. We should be able to accept that. If you can't accept it, keep your ass off the track, because it's just nature. But the circle track is a different thing, and even the carpet racing is a different thing. It's all fun. It's all fun. And I'm going to end up going one way or the other with it, because I'm tired of watching Rinks have fun. And the track, like I said, here in Litchfield, which is 30-something minutes away from me, that's it. It's 2 turns and I'm there. I drive by there quite a bit. I'm going to my friend's house down there in Hillsdale. You drive right past it, matter of fact. But they're indoor too. They have an indoor off-road. That's phenomenal. They're probably racing probably this weekend. I thought about taking a trip down there, me and the pup go down there, and I won't walk around and see what's going on and kind of introduce myself and get to know the people, because I know a lot of racers, and probably not so much anymore. Probably a lot of them are gone, but oh well, I'm here, so let's get it on and see if they have any kind of circle program going on, or what they have going on for the 40 and 50 and over classes and stuff. I thought about doing that too, but with all that said and aside, just reminiscing a lot on the good old days and thinking about what I want to do and what I can do and what I should do, and getting the electrics out and playing with them. I'm a basher, die hard. I'll jump anything, send anything, race anything. It doesn't matter. Nitro's for life, but it's really hard to find a nitro track during the winter. Electric classes are year round. They when you go to a main event, they have nitros, they have truggies, they have buggies, they have your trucks, and then you also have the e-buggies, the e-truggies, the e-trucks, and so forth, 10 scales and so forth like that. So you'll have 6 to 12 different classes, So it's a year-round thing. And I have 2 tracks that are within an hour drive of me, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be pounding sand on both of them, so to say. So that's something that's probably going to be in the mix real soon, because like I was talking to my good friend, and some of you guys know who she is and some of you don't, I've almost reached the pinnacle of my Nitro mountain. I have what truggies I want. I have what almost have what buggies I want. I have my bastard trucks, my beloved Savages, which are the only Savages. You hear that, Chino? The Savages, kings of the Nitro trucks, Bob. Kings of the Nitro trucks. You never heard anybody say LST was a king of the Nitro world. Just kidding, bro. Just kidding. But I have what I want as far as that goes. And now I think it's time to calm down again and get back into the other part of the hobby that I lost, which was the electric side of it, and even the smaller 10 scale. Because like I said, I raced the 10 scales too, and to get back into 10 scale off-road is just an awesome thing, because the 2-wheel drive buggies are a big thing, nitro and electric. So it's like, okay, that's a road I can go down too, which is an avenue that we're probably going to end up going down. I can almost guarantee it. And then I'll have the best of both worlds. I'll have my play world, and then I'll have the race world, because I can be competitive with my Kyosho MP10T, because it is a race kit. It is set up and ready to rock. Be a good time. I cannot lose at this. It's just going to be a good time, whichever way it goes, guys. It's going to be a great time. And been talking to a lot of the old racers lately. You know, we've been reminiscing in live streams about the old days, crashing and pit events. You know, and what goes on at the track, and what are our most memorable, you know, wrecks and shit. Good conversations in those live streams. We've had a good time in quite a few of them. But yeah, me and Nitro Freak, we're having good talks in his live stream the other day about past track history and what we've done and what's happened and stuff like that. And he's thinking about coming out of retirement too, and because he went from this world, which the man has a Nitro engine collection that just makes me want to, you know, you got to go smoke a cigarette and take a shower after looking at his shit, because it's just so badass. I mean, it's just literally badass. Between him and King's Racing, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I think King's a European boy, but don't get me wrong. And if I'm wrong about that, King, I apologize, but I think King's a Britain boy. I think he's over there in the UK, and man, oh man, oh man, he's got some stuff. But yeah, good times and whatever we get into. But Freak there, he's was talking to me in chat, and he said, yeah, he was thinking the same thing. He said, oh gee, I'm thinking about coming out too and getting back into it, because he's like me. We're both I'm so competitive. I'll bet on what ice cream cone a fly lies on first. You know, your cone or my cone, $10, he lands on mine first. I'll bet on anything. I'll race you in Hot Wheels. I don't give a shit. I'm that kind of person. I'll race anything. You know, slot cars, penny cars, it don't matter. But at the same time, I don't care if I win or lose. I really don't. As competitive as I am, I just want to be in the game. You know, I want to be back out there, you know, squeeze the trigger, turn the wheel, you know, diving into the corners, coming out, timing your doubles, your triples, and getting through there, you know, and getting in the rhythm section and rocking and rolling. That's what RC life is about. Again, this is why Rinks doesn't know what he's doing to me, because he's bringing it back out. And I told him that in the last live stream, because he made me a moderator in his group. I said, you're going to make me buy some 10 scales. He goes, I'm not going to make you buy nothing. I said, yeah, you are, man. You're waking the monster up, because I'm going to get back into this again, and I'm going to be driving to Litchfield 3 times a week, you know, and going, you know, to Livonia, Michigan, you know, to the big track, you know, and it's like, here we go. But it's going to be a good time, guys. It's going to be fun stuff. No matter what happens, it's going to be fun stuff. I'll leave these batteries in there because they're dead anyway, so they can't hurt anything. Otherwise, I would store them and put them back in the LiPo bag. If I leave them here, I know where they're at least. But anywho, just figured you guys, whether you enjoyed that little rant or rave, or, you know, history lesson about OG's midlife crisis and what he's going to be doing next. But yeah, we're going to have fun, guys. It's going to be a good time. That's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a good time, whatever we do. And the reason why is because whatever we do, it's going to be RC related, and it's going to be on a track. So yeah, OG's channel will go from, you know, the lot and the pup and everything else to the pup and a track with a GoPro on my head while I'm hitting the doubles, you know, and stuff like that. And hell, I might even get the goings up to just road trip one of these days. And sorry, Rinks, but I'm going to come and invade your territory one of these days. Pretty sure he'd love kicking my ass on his own track. I'd never hear the end of that. The internet would never hear the end of that. He'd love the hell out of that. I would too, actually. I think it'd be kind of cool. But anywho, okay, 20 minutes in. Now we can get some stuff started on what I wanted to do. Got to get building on this Savage that I've told you we're going to do next. This jump truck, as we called it, the jump truck. So to make things simple and to get things pretty much out of the way, we have a tranny, we have a radio box, we have our chassis. And if you guys have ever paid attention to anything I've said in the past, I've told you that you basically build this truck around this transmission. Here's my engine mount, my engine plate, so that's got to go on here before we do anything. That's got to go into the chassis. And then the receiver box has got to go in there, and then we have to build up and put on what we have to have is our full brake assembly, our brake pads, our out-drive nuts and bolts, and everything have to go back into this. So for the next 40 minutes or 39 minutes, beep, right now, we're going to throw this stuff together and get this thing taking shape so we can slap the shocks and everything else on it and get this beast made. Okay, guys? All right. I'm gonna leave this camera right here where it's at. You guys are back on the new spot again, right above my shoulder here, my left shoulder. And yeah, I have another thing coming tomorrow. Well, it was supposed to be tomorrow, guys. Once again, it's depressing, so it'll be Saturday. But I found some really cool camera arms that some of you guys might like having for your places, you know. I know some of you guys use tripods or use this or use that, but I'm gonna show you what I have, what I found that I'm using right now. And this thing is awesome. I mean, awesome. And the new one I bought is just like this, but it's a section longer. So I'm going to actually run it off this post in front of me right here. It's going to swing over here underneath the lights and come over here behind my right shoulder, so I can have a camera on both sides, which I have, because I have my little Hero, my Hero Plus camera, which is on this, which this right here is something else that I bought. This is right here, the same top, which is a badass, I mean, huge clamp, guys. This thing is just great white shark, pit bull, Rottweiler terrier, bad to the bone, with full monster positioning arm on it, and I have my Hero Session mounted to it. Grubby cam. So I'm going to take this off and put it on the new one that's coming, and then we'll have that up here too. As of right now, this thing's right over here below the other one. So, back to business. Let's get this made up real quick of what we got to have for this, which we know we need brake pads. We'll get all these out and figure out which ones are the best. I'm going to use probably the red ones again. I got a couple of them here that look pretty good. Those two right there look pretty good. And then we have to have our pit arm. And 1, 2, 1, 2. So that one's in good shape. Just trying to find a clean one. I could take the time to clean these up myself if I wanted to, guys, but you know how that goes. Alright, there's one with the 2 washers on it. See, these are the pins that go in. And right there with the 2 washers on it, guys. See that? Okay. Gotta have another one of those, because they're both in here, and there's the other one. And then we have to have our brake button, or bumper, whatever you want to call it, that pushes over. It pushes over on the brake pads, or on the arm that pushes on the brake pads. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, and little washers that go on the outside. Boom, there we go. Okay, now we need this one, and we need one for the back side. This is where we have to be mindful of this, guys, because remember, we're running dual brakes on this, and there is one that's shorter than the other one. Oh man, what did I just drop? What was in there? That's not a good thing, guys. That thing had something in it. It was loaded. And it fell down here against this box, and I don't see it. Yeah, I hope it didn't fall into the box, which I think it did. I actually think it fell into the box, boys and girls. Hold on for a second. Let me grab my stick magnet. Bear with me, guys. I'm just taking a quick look before I walk away. Taking a quick look before I walk away, because I think it fell down in the box. If it did, all right, that's cool. I know where it's at. Yep, it's in the box. So we can always find that later. All right, back to this. So remember, we got to have one of these, because there's a tall one and then there's a short one. You see that right there? See how this one's shorter than this one? That's because this one is made for 2 brake pads. This one's made for 1. So if you want dual brakes, you use this one. So, and I have 2 of those, thank God. These are the only 2 that I have. That's kind of depressing. I thought I had more than that. I hope they're on the other transmissions. And you got to have the one for your backside. One that comes off this, right there. Cool. So, let's get this potty started. Wrong one, that's a 2. I need a 2.5. My 2s are all screwed up still, guys. I don't have anything where it's supposed to go, boys. Alright, let's get him down here at the bottom first. Did I lose that inside pin on that? Oh no. Yeah, I bet I lost that inside pin. I bet. Bear with me, guys. Okay, here it is. Here it is. There's that, and then there's that. Oop. Sorry, guys. No, you can't see nothing. I know. All right. There we go. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I can do this a little bit. All right. Bring it a little bit closer. See if it makes it any better on you at all. At all. So, slide that over. Got to find the pin. Where are we at? All right. Run that in. Click. All right. Bada bing. God, it's quiet. I love that transmission. It's so quiet. Okay, now our big dog here. Don't need you, do we? I think we do. I think we do. Let me see. No, we don't need to do that. No, we do not. I was going to reinforce it a little bit. Oop. Nothing like stabbing yourself. Always a good time. So, yeah. So, let's get him on here and get him started. Oop. I was going to make a comment about that, but I never hear the end of it in the comments. Oh, guys, my throat. Sinuses. Oh. All right, come on, get in there. All right. Pins in. That's in. Lockers in. All right. It's all right. All right, boys. Now, this is where we do this, and we do this, and we do this. 1, 2, 3. Is that a third? Let's get one. Oh, this one. This one's better. Okay, there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And see, we can do that. And then run it all the way through like that. Oh, great wash as well as the other one. I don't even know how that happens. Don't know how that even happens. So how are you guys doing today? Let me ask you this again. Weekend coming up. Third shifters, this is your last night. For you day walkers, tomorrow's your last day unless you poor saps get stuck working the weekend. Like I've told you 100 times, I know exactly what that's like. I know it sucks, guys. I know it sucks. But you guys got any plans to do anything? Anything happening this weekend besides if you're in a warm state, which I hope some of you are? Hope you guys can get out there and run some nitro, run an RC car or something. I don't give a shit what it is. You've heard me say that before too. I don't care, as long as it's something you enjoy doing, something that brings you happiness. Happiness. My buddy, little brother Makitowicz up there in Canada, been talking to him lately about his new toy and trying to help him get some parts around and a battery charger and where to find some good batteries and stuff like that at. And 40 sent me pictures of. He's got some cool tires and stuff going for it, so that's turning out really good for him. I'm happy about that. Really am. And big brother Brent is thinking about getting something so he can run and play with him. I thought he was going to go electric, but he said he's going to go nitro again, which is awesome. awesome. He's already got a very nice collection of jammins. I mean, a nice collection of jammins. But yeah, so the Canadian boys are doing good up there. That makes me happy. Don't hear from them like I used to. Must be they got tired of talking to the old man. But I know their mail system is down up there. I guess whatever, they went on strike or something happened up there. They're not having a fun time with their postal system up there, I guess, from what I'm gathering. And that's gotta suck. Must be their people don't get paid what American post office workers do, because our post office workers are extremely overpaid. Extremely overpaid. All right, guys, let's see. Why does this look like it's going to hit? Sure the hell does look like it's going to hit, don't it, fellas? That sucker looks like it's going to hit at any moment. Yes, it does, boys and girls. Yes, it does. We're going to take this off and put these suckers on right now. We're going to back this off because I don't like the way this is looking. This is looking a little shady. I don't Loctite these in because I've had too many of them not want to come back out. And we ain't playing that game. Nope. So, pull that one out. Stick that. I know you guys can't see my big ass arm in the way, but put that in there. Put that one in there. Get it lined up right. Sort of right. Get it lined up right and tight. Drop the big gear back down on everything. There we go. Okay, now the fun part is getting this sucker lined back up with the hole. Which is right there. Shoot that through the gap. Bring that down. All right, guys, we're gonna try this again. Hold on. Let me bring it down a little bit. All right. Oh, there we go. A little bit better. Even though I just did all that work, you guys didn't get to see none of it. You're like, should have did that 3 hours ago, OG. Yeah, I know. But okay. And don't need these pieces. Those can go back in the box. And all of our extra brake pads can go back in the box. Okay. And we're going to need a spur gear, which is what I was looking at earlier, guys. Been way ahead of this game here. I got a mustache here. It's driving me nuts, boys. Driving me nuts. So we're going to do the 47 tooth, which is right here. This sucker is in really good shape. Really good shape. Steel. And I have heavy duty clutch bells, so we can keep that out. We're going to try that. I thought about trying it. because I got a 49 double pad here, which I really don't like those. I got a 52 here, which I really don't care for. And I have a 49. And I thought about doing just, since it's going to be a jump truck, I thought about leaving it 49 tooth, 15, because I have 15 tooth clutch bells in there. Because if I did a 47, and if I did 15 and 15 and 15 is 30, is 40, is 45, and that'd be a 47. So I'd still be within my gear ratio zone, be like what, 3-1, something like that. So I could use the 47, which I still might do. I might try that to see what I get out of it. I have the 15, a little punch, the 47, a little speed. You know, I could do that. I could do that. So yeah, because I have more. Part of what I got coming in the mail are spur gears and clutch bells. But the clutch bell I have coming, which we're not getting into the motor yet anyway, the engine, I said motor, not engine. We're not having that fight tonight, guys. I have 17 tooth clutch bells coming, which is 17. A 1747 would be nice. So we're going to go with the 47 now that I think about that. And while I'm sitting here looking at these dog bones and everything, we're going to need these, I think. Nope, I don't need these. These are already in the bulkheads. So we're going to need dog bones while I'm sitting here looking at them. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. I can find 4 really, really nice ones, guys. There's 3. One more would be nice, guys. Right there. There's 4 really nice ones. Okay, what I mean, they're all nice, but these have no rust on them whatsoever. So now we need one front and one rear dog bone, and both of those are rears. Oh, I got these 2. I forgot these so-called heavy-duty ones, which I guess. There we go. Front and rear heavy duties. I want to use those. No, I'm going to use the CVs. I think I want to use the CVs off the other one. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. Okay, we don't need those. We don't need those yet. Because when we get into the differentials, which will be the next part of the build, let me look real quick, guys. Hold on. Cool, boys. 37 minutes in. Just long enough to crack this hug open. Y'all know we got to have a hug. Nectar of the gods, guys. Plunk. Oh, makes life better. So we have our dog bones out. We'll stick these over here in the pile because we know we got those. And this is all done. So as we finish screwing this in, we are going to be good to go. So, yep. We got a washer on the bottom, the washer's on top. Now we can screw the other one in, because that one's lined up right. We got our washers on top. And washers on the bottom. Just like that. Bada boom, bada bing. Then we got our brake arm in there, which shows everything over and locks it up. That's working good. Cool beans. Brakes are done, guys. Now, spur gear. Need a slipper pad on there, and look, we happen to have one slipper pad left. Uh-oh. I'm glad the spur gears I got coming have these with them. So I'm gonna stick with the green ones because I really like the green ones. I think they are the best. So we put these back in here. Okay, put those back in there. There's a pen. And where the pliers at? Alright, fellas, what did I do with them? Or did I stick them all in this bag with the rest of the stuff laying here? Yes, they are. Alright. once we got lucky. And there's our spline wheel with our slipper plate on there all together. The thing's fused to it, so we know that's good. All right, close it up for a second. What is this one? 49? Yeah, it's a 49. We'll save them. Rainy day. Now, get in here. We got our pressure spring. And pressure spring. Washer nut. We already have. No, we don't have. Brass bushing in it. And we need a pin. Bada boom, bada boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Oh, and we've almost forgot our washer, our octagon washer. All right, all right, all right. Love it when a plan comes together. Oh, I'm getting such a headache, guys, from this sinus pressure. Oh, it's sinus pressure. All right, here we go. Put that in there. Put that in there. Now we got to tighten this sucker down. First off, let's get this pin in here. You know what we got to do, boys. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, pow, pow. If you know what movie that's from, you're a freaking legend. Funny ass movie. Loved it. Seen it probably too many times. All right. There's that. There's that. There's that. Bada boom. Okay. Poof. Now, octagon washer. Boom. Tension spring. Boom. Lock nut. Boom. Wrench. Oops. Where's my wrench? Oh, there it is. I'm on the other side with my drivers. Like, hold up, wait a minute. That's like a tie. Just like that. Oh, yeah, boys. Then turn it into the drive. Beautiful thing. Top loaded too. Free wheels the way it's supposed to. It's got a little bit of a shimmy to it. A little shimmy. But not bad enough. Metal on metal. It'll straighten itself out later on. Transmission is solid. Alright, fellas. Alright. Oh, forgot these. Put these back in there too. Boom. Alright. Radio box. Check. This is where I want to kind of get the servos in. But it's not that big of a deal because we're not going to have anything with the chassis and this stuff together. So we're going to get this in, get the radio box in. We're not even going to put the, we'll put the, what do you call it, bell cranks on later, which are set right here, which we still need to find the screws for, and we got to make sure this one's not stripped out, which it doesn't look like it is. But yeah, we'll get that flushed out with some brake cleaner and some WD-40 down in there, a little JB blast, and make sure this stuff's all going to come out because it should. Last time we got in trouble because they didn't want to move. Okay, these all free move. Winter chicken dinner again because these go up against the box like that. So we can actually put these on right now if we wanted to, which we might. Yeah, we might end up doing that. Maybe. Because we got to get our servo arm on here too. So how do we want to do that? Do we want to use the one that's going to come in the package, or do we want to use one that we already have? That's why we think about that. And until then, let's get this shit in this chassis, fellas. Bada boom, bada bang. So once again, everything is built around this transmission. Ploop, 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 ploop. Good tight fit. No that'll stretch. Now we need 18,000 mini screws, which is what we're going to have. And I'll show you the easy way to do this. Kind of a mess, kind of not, because we're going to need these. Put a little magnet in, grab you a whole bunch of them on the end of the magnet, set it over here, and pull off them as you need. That's how you do that. And we're not putting a handle on here yet. We'll save that and put it on later, because we don't know which one we're going to use yet. See, just keep pulling them off the magnet. You ain't got to worry about it. Can't worry about it. Phillips says it's a little big, but it'll work. Aha, found one that was stripped. Knew I'd find one sooner or later. Plus these up here have to be the long ones, which I'm not going to use yet, because then I'll just run them in too far. But you switch over and use the long ones up top here. You use, wait a minute guys, the next size up, which are these, because you have to go through the thickness of the handle, and then the chassis, and then the actual transmission box. So it works out pretty good using the same ones that you use for your shocks. The ones that hold the shock ends into the A-arms, those are the same ones. A lot of new RC parts coming out, guys. Has anybody noticed that? There's some good ones coming out right now. That new Pico. It's got the 10 port Pico. What the hell are they thinking, making a 10 port? Holy shit. King's RC was talking about that. King's Racing, yeah. He was talking about that in a Nitro Freaks live stream. I was like, wow. I heard something in the wind that they were coming out with something new for the Pico terms, and it's a 20, what is it, 28? I think, or something like that, or 21, 28. Yeah, it's a buggy, it's a race engine. They talked about it a little bit, but nobody said anything about it real serious until that happened, and I was like, wow. Wait a minute. Are you for real? The top one is stripped out good. Them long screws will work good in there. Now, we slap our engine plate up in here, because you have to be mounted to the bottom of the two holes in the bottom of the transmission. So that goes in there like so. Open it up a little bit. Pop this in like that. Bam. And what's wrong with you? Oh, it's got mud in it. I'm wondering why I couldn't see through that damn thing. It's got mud in it. No, it's not one thing, it's another, guys. Sorry, boys, no, you can't see nothing. Just like that. That goes in there like that. Telephone is ringing. All right, we got a couple more little screws here. Brett's back there blowing shit up again. Plow. Plow. Bada boom, bada bang, guys. Bada boom, bada bang. Now the four, look at that, that worked out just right. The last screw come off the magnet. Now the next ones we need are the fine ones, which these are the ones that I'm running out of, but I haven't put none of that new hardware up there. I got those 2 bags of new hardware in the mail. I ain't used none of them yet. Yes, sir. Hoarding them, guys. I'm hoarding them. I'm telling you. Don't like using nothing until it's unusable. I'm just like that, guys. Cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And we'll have to loosen these up later on when we go to put the rear end in, because it won't fit because of the chassis guard, or the be too tight. So yeah, we'll have to loosen all this crap up anyway. These damn things better not be all choked up with Loctite, or I'm gonna be a little angry about that. Hold on, guys, I gotta find my screw tip. Got that set pretty low too, and it still wanted to fight it. Yes, it did, fellas. Yes, it did. 2, 3. There we go. And here's one with the 15 pounds of freaking Loctite on it. I should have stripped that screw off before I tried using it again, but oh well, too late now. There we go. Boom. That's in. Waiting for the engine to be mounted. Waiting for the engine. I said engine, boys, not motor. To be mounted. Now the radio box. Slide up in here like that. All nice and sensual. It's like slide up in there. Okay, so now we need some more shorty screws. And like I said, whatever we don't use, we got them on the magnet right here. Sit that down there and pull one off at a time. Put this on the side. Chicken wing, chicken wing. One. And 2 is all we supposedly need. As long as it falls into place right. Okay, just like that. Boom. Yep. Because what goes there is what locks onto the front end, the pin and the brace screw. So these have to be loosened up anyway to pull it out. Open them legs up like in the back, same way. But for right now, it'll hold 2 screws. 2 screws will hold this in. And you also mount the exhaust mount. Before you go any further on this thing, you put that exhaust mount on whichever one you're going to use, whether it's one of the metal ones or one of the plastic cheap ones, because the only way to get to that is on the inside. And you can't get to that screw right there. As you can see, it's already been tightened down pretty good in the back. But the only way to get to that screw right in there, guys, is this way. And you can't get to it when you got all this shit in here. When you got your servos in here and your front and your bell crank for your steering assembly and your dog bone in there, you can't get to that. Nope. So you put that on now. Or before you get real carried away with it, you put it on. You put it on. This just got dirt in it too, man. How am I getting all this dirt on these screws when I wash them out? Look at that shit. Wow. Wow, guys. Just wow. Coming out of it on the top and the bottom. Like a damn Greek travesty. This one up here. And this should be about a wrap for this video, boys. You guys got to watch me waffle about what I wanted to do and where I was going to just putting the transmission slightly together and then getting everything mounted into the chassis. So it sort of kind of looks like something it's supposed to be. Just like that, fellas, just like that. And that should be about the 50-minute mark right there. Should be. We're not going to put the bell crank on yet. We're not going to get into that until we start doing the front end, which our next part of this build is going to be building the front end and building the back end. Getting the bearings put into the out drives, to the cups, getting everything built up like that we need, and then slap them in. But before we do any of that, we'll get them built. We're not going to install them until we get our servos. And hopefully, things go right, guys. Saturday, we'll have a few things to show and tell for mail call, and you guys will get to see some new stuff that OG's got coming. So there's part of that. There's that. Got our nice e-buggy over here, kicking ass, looking good, taking names. Hardware's up, GoPro's going. So yeah, we're good to go. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. Love and respect each and every one of you. If you found any of this interesting, humorous, or just a plain joke, I'd appreciate it if you smash that like button for me, guys. Please hit that like button, hit that like button. We're doing so good. It is just insane. We're doing so good, so fast, that I just can't wait to see how far this thing goes, how far this train runs. And I'm glad you guys are on the ride with me. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be happening. Well, I'd be recording anyway and talking to myself every day like I've done for over 50 years, but you know, I wouldn't have no audience thanks to you guys. So yeah, please consider subscribing to the channel if you would. Please leave a comment if you'd like to. Thumbs up, thumbs down, no comment. You guys know I don't care, because really I don't. That's strictly up to you. I don't feel that any of you guys are obligated to do anything. You know, I'm just happy that you're here. If you made it this far, and if you're listening to me say this, then you know that I'm talking to you, because you made it. And I love and respect and appreciate each and every one of you for the channel support that you guys are giving me, because it is outrageous. The comments are just awesome. I mean, it's crazy. I love interacting with you guys. It's the highlight of the day. It really is. That's what makes the video great. It's the highlight and the comments and everybody's thoughts and feelings about what's being discussed at that moment. So yeah, good stuff coming, guys. Good stuff's coming. Got some good mail call coming. Good stuff coming in the mail. Tools, parts, odds and ends, bits and bobs, as my boys over there in the UK say. You know, as Haggard would say, you know, bits and bobs and everything else that he says. It doesn't make any sense. It's hard to understand, but yeah. Yeah. Love you guys being here. Respect you and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Consider subscribing. Tell your friends about me if you would, please. OG Nitro RC is coming at you from OG's Nitro Corner. Episode 55. 55? Or is it 56? 56? Could be 56. 55, 56. You guys know where we're at. Anyway, but appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking with me this long. Come back. Keep an eye on this. Build part 1, build part 2, no build part at all. We'll just say, you know, building the jumper, or step 1, phase 1, part 1 of the jumper. That's what we're going to call it. And nobody's going to know his name until you see it painted on the side of the body, because the body is going to be badass. And if I get the other parts that I have coming, it's going to look tricked out. It's going to look smoking, guys. So keep an eye on this, because what's coming up next is going to be crazy. You guys are really going to get to see this. Hold on. There you go. Get your back out. You ain't been able to see shit this whole time, but now you'll be able to see it. So thanks a lot for riding along with me, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. Thanks a lot for struggling through all this jibber jabber and waffling and everything else that I'm putting you guys through. Love you, respect you, and appreciate each and every one of you guys. Come back for the next one. Keep track of this build. I promise you, it's going to be a good one. OG coming at you from the corner where we get